Oh, so should we park over here? Uncle Sam boat tours parking. Yeah, over here. There is quite a bit of people on there. I guess over here. I don't know. Oh, Uncle Sam boat tours. Guess this is where we get tickets. Lots of people got here a little early.
Make sure we're okay parked on the road out there.
Yeah. Feels good out here though. Yep, she said no dogs on the island.
Well, you might need to make sure you got some food bags for them.
I got a couple.
They might have some in here, is what I'm saying.
Okay. We should probably get that for her. I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
Put them back in the back.
Direct subs. Can you rent that? Rent me. We
It
can.
says win this.
Oh, rent it. Okay. Good morning. Restrooms. All right. Upper James Street dock. Ice cream. Sunken Rock Pub.
That dog has gotten so fat on this trip. Real fat guy.
That's garbage. Come on.
Oh, look at that tree, man.
Wow. That's like the cherry tree, but white.
You want to get a picture with it?
Sure. Hey there, Davis. We got a Dock of the Bay Southern Barbecue.
Coleman's.
Yeah, I've seen that. Thank you. Come again. Levi, get over here. They have tacos and nachos and Tex-Mex and rice bowls. That's where I'll eat lunch. Harley Davidson. Picking up where I left off here. And this dock goes out pretty far. So we have to wait till 12:30 before the next Uncle Sam boat tour. So we're walking around, checking all this stuff out. works out. After the boat tour, then we'll head to the next place, which I wants to go to Old Forge and somewhere else.
He's a spaz without.
He's a spaz without me. Wow, it is clear. Yeah. How cold is it? Did you feel it?
Huh?
Did you feel it? You didn't touch it. How's this boat?
Good.
Yeah. It says for rent. You want to rent it? It's probably Airbnb.
Generator's kicking in that boat.
Did you zoom in and take a picture of it?
I did.
We can buy that land over there.
Large.
Yeah.
No, there's a bolt castle.
He's chasing a feather.
That's the castle.
Oh. Wonder how you get on the boat.
With the boat.
Because it was parked right here.
Yeah, look at the gate right there. I'll let him go over there. No.
He already drank a whole bunch of water.
Cute.
Yeah, he's funny.
You are just want some water.
See how they park this thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll crash into a dock, tear it all up, and we drown. Just kidding. They didn't got no towboat to guide them, so let's see how it works.
Well, they left it 10,
Ow!
10 o'clock. So, yeah, 11, 12.
I think they left at
That's
10.
pretty good for it.
Was it 10 or 10:30?
Been on before.
10 years ago.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, we've never been here. This is pretty mindful.
Where are y'all from?
Indiana.
We're from Florida.
Oh, right on.
I knew it was from south somewhere.
Yeah, it is a lot like it. It looks a lot like it.
Yeah.
All the rock formations, especially.
Some of those rock formations remind me of Kentucky.
Yeah, I think they do leave people on the island.
Yeah, at Bolt Castle.
'Cause that was really full
they
when
do,
they
and
left.
they've got shuttles back every half hour till it closes at what, 5 or 6 o'clock.
It's a real cool place.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Can't bring a
Can't go
dog.
there because we got the dog. but
Oh man.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Jesus, let me pull down on my back.
Sorry.
It'd be cool if they put a little kennel station on the boat so that people could go walk the island while the dogs stayed on the kennel.
I always said if they got it on the weekend, they got a glass bottom boat.
Oh, that's cool. When I was a kid and went down to Florida, I was on a glass bottom boat.
Silver Springs.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the only place we got it. Well,
Well,
other than
out of Marada.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen better than the other
we were just 2 weeks ago.
I was
3
like-
weeks ago.
one. 10 back then.
We've been on the road for 3 weeks.
Well, we headed out in our RV Sunday morning.
That'd be the way to go.
Oh man, it's been one headache after another.
Our RV's like
we
30 years
have an
old.
old RV. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, after here we're going into the Adirondacks.
That's what
Oh,
I
yeah,
want to
guess
do,
it
right
is.
do that.
We're going
I was born up here, but I'm from Florida.
Oh,
since I
okay.
was 5.
to. Oh wow. Yeah.
Come up and see all. Spent 3 trips. They sent a big old camper up the backyard.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow, he's good at that.
Up to the next fleet.
It is next week. Can be. Doesn't have to be. I think the other day we kept tying it to this one. That was bigger than the budget.
That's a good team right there.
All right, folks, and that's good. Tonight, we're going to thank everybody for coming out with us today. Hope you enjoyed your tour. Get home safe and come back to see us again. If anybody's hungry, there's a great little restaurant over here, Brawley's on the river. Great burgers and fish. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Half of these people might get off at the castle anyway.
That's it, man.
7:30.
And your friend Eve.
Get over out there. Here we go. Is this good, babe? You okay, Levi?
Oh, there's another dog there.
Oh,
Charlie.
he's wondering why he's going crazy,
Yeah, I know. Just like, what's he see now?
Yeah, the top deck, just be a little camel beast each is sitting on or attached to the deck. back, so they do move. So please refrain from pushing on the back or moving them. Thank you. We do have a concession stand located second deck and lavatories on both sides of the staircase. We have plenty of crew on board. If you need anything, just come up to us and ask us. If we can get it for you, we will. Sit back, relax. We should be departing in probably 5 minutes. Thank you.
I forget, who had the bistro lunch today?
Would you have to do that, Sean?
I know.
I was on a deep sea boat 3 weeks ago. Out in 1,000 foot of water, it didn't go over too well. It was a little rough. It was only a good boy.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Folks, welcome. This is your narrated cruise. I am Doug. This is Nate. Our captain up there is Captain Gene. Wave at Captain Gene. Give him a nice big applause. Our friends down below taking care of you down in concessions. That's Molly and Terry. So please come see them. By the way, we got a full concession down there. Beer, wine, slushies, best thing on here. So first, before we go too much further, I gotta show you guys all how to wear a life jacket. By the way, it looks better on Nate than any of the rest of you. So here we go. Nate, open up put your head through the hole, close it around, wrap the strap around yourself, lock it in, and that's how we wear a life jacket. Folks here in the white bins, you will not need them today. Gene only hits one shoal a year, so we're good. We're already set with that. All right, so here we go, folks. Our first thing that we're going to pass here is Casino Island. Off to your left-hand side, that little island that has a whole bunch of grass on it, that has a bridge going to it, that had a casino on it back in the 1800s, 1900s or so. It burned to the ground, and it was the only legal casino here in the area. So sorry, no gambling left in this area. Next thing that we're going to pass, folks, is this island that we're coming up to. It is also on your left-hand side. We are now entering Millionaire's Row. This section was built in the end of the Civil War up until about the 1900s, the early 1900s. The first island that we're going to come to is Cherry Island. This island has about 3 different homes on it. The first home that we're going to see, the green home that's sitting there, is called a Twin Pines Treehouse. By the way, this is my second tour ever, so if I question my friend Nate here, he's going to keep me on track here. I'm normally driving up there with Gene, so, you know, gotta fill in where we can. Twin Pines Treehouse here. It was called Twins Pine because it was owned by 2 friends that were in business together. That is Nathan Strauss and Abrams. They were partners in a department store called the A&S department store. Now, you guys probably don't know the A&S department store, but if I say Macy's, you guys probably know Macy's, right? Well, it now became a part of Macy's. Now, the one that you see here is Abrams' house. The one behind it, which is no longer there, is Abrams' house. The one that was behind was the Strauss house, and he passed away with most of his family on the Titanic. So his house is now gone. The next house that we see here is Casablanca. Casablanca means White House. So, really unique way of coming up with a name in Spanish. Casablanca here is available. You can take a picture of the sign here. You can call them up. You can stay via Airbnb. Casablanca was built by a Cuban plantation owner. He came up here to summer. Sugar plantation, thank you. Cuban sugar plantation owner. The next structures that you're going to see are these gargoyles, lions, and different things on the island. That was to ward off the spirits of Prohibition. But actually, if you notice the keyhole lights that are behind them, the little white lights, those keyhole lights were actually lit to tell the bootleggers when to come over when the authorities were close by. So if they were lit, they knew to stay away from the island. If not, they were to come over and bring all their booze from Canada.
That's awesome.
Next house that we have is Win Lee. So this was the last house built in the area. It was built in, I think, in 1913, owned by Frederick and Nellie Frazier, and it was the last house built here in the Victorian era. The next feature that we're going to pass is this big rock over to your left again, to your left. This big rock was the hideout for Bill Johnston. He was the pirate up here. He was most notably known for taking over a British mail steamship. For that, he got life in prison. But after a few years, he was actually paroled, and his parole made him take over the Rock Island Lighthouse, which was after the span up here, down the river about 5 miles or so. He spent his whole life until the age of 83 manning that lighthouse. So, pretty good stuff. The next one that we're going to come to here, the next home here, it was a boatel. What is a boatel? It's a motel, but you got to bring your boat to it. It was actually run until about the 1970s when it burned down, and then that house that you see is actually sitting on the structure that was the hotel that was actually there at the time. They all had about 30 to 50 rooms on them. But one of the things that happened is during the Great Depression, these people lost a lot of money, and the town wanted a lot of money because you had a house on it. So a lot of these owners went over and burnt their places to the ground thinking that they would get insurance money. But instead of getting insurance money, They got no house. A lot of the families kept them, so that's why you see the new structure sitting on top of these right now. The next structure that we come up to is a small house off to the left, sitting out in the middle, little red one. This was the way that George Bolt thanked his mother-in-law. He built her this little house over here. I was told she was a sleepwalker, and if you notice that every single window leads right to the outside. It's not true, but it makes for a great story. The island is called Just Room Enough, and it's owned by a couple up in Ogdensburg. First structure that you're going to see here is the arch. This is where you would have greeted George Bolt if you came over to visit with him. That structure there, right inside there, he would have met you there for his first official visit. The end house here is called the Children's Playhouse, or the Ulster Tower. This was completed in 1899. It was actually Bolt Castle's playground it was his man's club. It had a bowling alley in the bottom of it. It had darts, billiards. It actually had a playhouse in it that he would bring up the actors from New York City to put on plays for his friends that would come. This is actually the only structure that George Bolt actually stayed in. He stayed on the second floor. Next thing we come to is the castle. Pretty unique. It is 122 rooms, 122 rooms, 45 fireplaces, 365 windows, one for every day of the year. The upper levels are grouped into suites. The second floor for Bolt is for the Bolt family. The ground floor had social areas, dining rooms, living areas, and a ballroom. That was entertainment back then for the young folks here. On the bottom floor is an in-ground pool. On that structure that you see off to the side, it looks like the garden. It's the Italian Gardens. That was supposed to be a greenhouse, but today it's used for weddings. They have over 60 weddings here. It was actually in the top 10 of Martha Stewart's magazine to come here and get married. And the last structure that we're going to come to is the pump house. George Bolt would have never set foot in here, but this is the pump and electrical house. It held 2 coal-fired generators. On top of it is a clock tower. That clock tower at one time had the same replica of Westminster Abbey, and it would chime every quarter hour, and you could hear it miles down the river. This is back before there was a lot of steamship traffic. We'll talk about the boathouse at some point here, but the boathouse is behind it. You can also tour that with George Bolt. It's got such tall doors that they didn't even have to take the mast down in the sailboat. They could just pull the boat right in. One interesting thing over there is that the chimneys are retractable. So back in the day of steamship, Bolt could actually pull his steamship in. They would drop the chimney on top of it so that they could warm up the boiler so the boat could run inside it without taking it outside the boat. Alright. Another interesting fact about the Bolt Castle is that there is an elevator built into it. It runs down the center of it. Sunglasses. His claim to fame, though, is that he was up here fishing so often when he was hanging out, he would get so excited that when he bent over, his Ray-Ban would fall off his face, and he lost about 6 hair one year. And he's like, at $200 a pop, this is getting expensive. He invented the first floating frames of sunglasses. We sell them downstairs. They're called bobs. So if you go downstairs and check out the sunglasses, if they put knobs on the side, they will float. Pretty cool thing. They say coyote, cool frames, don't float. But we're selling down there for $20 $25. They're just amazing. Just so you guys can see how cool they are. But anyways,
They got blue light.
I'm going to take my first
That
break.
is-
I'm sure that Terry and Molly have popcorn already made. We have pretzels, popcorn, hot dogs. We have wine, beer, slushies. The slushies are the best that you'll ever have on this boat, just so you know. And they can be alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
I filmed the thing
I'm going to
off
take a
the
break for a few moments. Get to look
He's
around,
cool.
look together in the
He's
scenery.
shivering
It's
hard.
absolutely
Is he?
beautiful out there. Thank you
He's
so
scared?
much. It's about halfway. Look over, it's on both sides of the boat, folks. Well, we're about halfway over it. And now we're fully, completely over it. Sorry, make it look, but that is the Canadian boat. There is no line there. It does make us tour guides just giggle inside. So, we are now in Canada. Did everybody bring their passport?
Cheese.
You want me to get it?
You will not need it. We will not set foot in the on the Canadian property. If you were to set foot in the Canadian property, you would need that passport. Yeah, folks, off to our off to your right-hand side of the boat. Off to your right-hand side. Somebody asked me about shipping. This is probably going to be our best view of a ship today. They do travel this route. They will stay on the American side, although we are coming into the Canadian shipping channel. No commercial ships use it. It's too narrow in certain parts. So all the ships stay on the American side. The St. Lawrence Seaway is 740 to in Canada is Pompelli, the island off to your left-hand side, Pompelli. You might notice a cross up there. There's a big concrete cross. Underneath that cross is a letter F printed on it. There's a letter F. It is for Francis that built it, Francis Stout. He died before he completed two nesting pairs. I can see him from here. One toward the end of the island, one about 100 foot in, down the coast. You can see the large nests on the tops of the trees. They're just one species of bird that we have in the area. The other big nests that you find around here are blue heron nests. If you take another tour with us, we'll pass a island called Ironsides, and that is a wildlife habitat for blue herons. Interesting fact about blue herons, they were almost hunted to extinction back in the time of the Victorian era because of their feathers. They would kill the birds just to shoot the feathers and put them in their hats. Off to your right-hand side, folks. On your right-hand side, you'll see a tennis court. You'll see a couple beaches over here on your right. Those beaches are artificial. They brought that in. This island right here was owned by Henry Wilt. Henry Wilt. Henry Wilt was a heavy machinery person. He actually provided the machines that built the power station down around Cornwall. If you notice on the end of this island, you might notice the totem poles. He was a traveler, had lots of money. He brought these totem poles back from Alaska. They were actually created from the Indians up in Alaska called the Quechua. Sorry if I butchered that, but that's what they came from. Alright, off to our right-hand side, you'll notice all the boats sitting in that marina over there. This is mainland Canada. Somebody asked me when we were coming into Canada how long we'd be here. That's mainland Canada. So if you look over there, that's Rockport. That is our sister city from Bay. Rockport's got a couple interesting things. They got a couple cruise ships over there. You'll see the red, the colored one, and the blue one. We pass those quite frequently throughout the day. Give you an interesting fact about landing in Canada without a passport. It is, yeah, exactly. No better way to learn than from a story, right? So here it was about 1990. There's an ice cream shop here. They got a lot of cute little shops. 1990, my family and I took off in our boat. My dad's like, let's go for ice cream. I said, it sounds great. Let's go to Rockport. Sounds even better. So we head over here in our boat. And we're sitting there, we tie up to the dock. Now when you tie up to the dock, there's a little phone booth right next to it that says customs. I said, Dad, should we call customs while we're here? No, son, we're good. We're only going to be here a minute or two to get our ice cream and we're jumping right back on our boat. All right, Dad.
Sounds like the story you would tell.
No more than 1 minute passed did the custom officer walk on over. As he walked on over, he said, did you guys call into customs? No, sir. Do you know you need to call into customs? I'm an honest kind of person. I said, yes, sir. I told him, no. He said, for that, we're not calling into customs. I'm going to write you a fine for $150. My dad reached in his pocket, he goes, oh, I left my credit card home. I have no cash. Guess who had his? Ice cream cost me $150, and I was banned from Canada for 7 years. So, if you cross into Canada, register yourself as you cross into Canada. Off to your left-hand side of the boat, you'll see two cans sitting right here. There are two ships sitting right there. Underneath the water, they're from the 1800s. They are tall-masted ships. You can actually dive on them. They're really cool. Beautifully preserved. Interesting fact over here, on the right-hand side of the boat, there is a white church that you see in the back. That white church is a Catholic church, famous in the 1900s because of Prohibition. It's also one place that you can get married here that has a lot of people. But the interesting fact is in the bottom of that church, they used to make hooch, which is, yeah, exactly. They used to make distilled spirits down there. So what would happen is the Americans would come over dressed as nuns, go to church, get the spirit in them, and bring back the holy water. Alright folks, I'm going to take a break for a few moments, let you guys enjoy these beautiful homes on the right. The Canadians have really built up their side. These are the new million-dollar mansions, billion-dollar mansions of the area. Please just enjoy this. I'll pick this up right before we get to the bridge span up there, and please enjoy.
Let's take a walk. What do we do with our water bottle?
I put them out there.
You want me to walk to the front? You guys got the best seat.
You can't see the left side of the front.
I know. That's. I understand. Have to get up and walk around a little bit. Look at that. Looks like a restaurant in the sky kind of deal. So we are going to go under this bridge. Well, maybe not. We'll probably turn around before we get to it. Yeah, history got washed away. I like how he said some of them was rebuilt how the original was, but a lot of them weren't.
The popular option. The other popular option is small wind and generators. Child here in Canada, you used to be able to take a, what do you call that thing? You ever see those boats that ride on air? Hydrofoil, thank you, hydrofoil. They're real popular in Europe. They used to have a hydrofoil that would come through here. By the way, the speed limit in this section of the river is only 5 miles an hour. It says no wake. But these guys would bring this hydrofoil through this area at about 30 miles an hour. They would just fly through here, but there was no wake. So nobody cared. But it was crazy to see when you were in your own boat, this thing would come fly. It was about as big as this ship is that you're sitting in. And it would come hovering through this area, just falling. Some people ask, when do we get to go over the falls? Niagara Falls. Well, we're not going over the falls, but we don't go over to the go there as long as we submit. So folks, in just a moment when Captain G docks the boat, please keep your seats until he comes on the microphone. We don't want anybody to fall down and move. The boat does move around a little bit as we get the boat docked up. As we dock the boat, though, we want to thank you so much for joining us today, because without you, we don't have any reason to run these boats. So thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us. I'll be down at the back of the boat, and we look forward to talking with you later on. If you guys have any questions, come find me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you do not want to get off the boat, if you do not want to get off the boat, you do not have to get off the boat, there is a fee of $11, I think it is, for adults, and I think it is $9 for children. Don't quote me on that. I might be off by $1 or $2. But it is in that range. You can stay on board at the Bolt Castle until 6:15 tonight. So if you haven't gotten your fill, if you haven't heard enough of me talking about it, read all the placards. Come back and tell me if I was right or wrong. But anyway, yeah. But in a moment, let's. So we will spend less than 5 minutes at the dock. If you want to get off the boat, please. Once Captain G tells you to go ahead, please exit the boat. And again, we have a ferry that goes back and forth. We have a shuttle. Comes back every 30 minutes. So on the 15 and 45 of every single hour, you can catch the Uncle Sam 2, and it will bring you right back to Alex Bay if you decide that you want to stay there. You can stay as long as you like. They have a cafeteria. You can hang out. You can hang in the garden. You can go down and see the powerhouse, see where the generators were. And my goodness, check out that whole castle because it's beautiful. Go up to the 3rd floor. Check out the heart. It's called a deer in our language, but it was called a hart. That's actually why they first named it. But he changed the name to H-E-A-R-T instead of H-A-R-T, which was his native deer in Asia. Or, okay, Europe. All right. So, folks, again, I'm going to get off this microphone, get this boat docked for you guys, and let Captain Gene do his job.
There's a boat dock. That was his boathouse.
Hey. Down here.
Oh,
Yay!
that's what they said earlier. That was Bolt's boat.
Right, right.
Keep good, Doug. You're a talker. Thank God they're not cordless, so you can walk all around the bowl, are they? Oh, geez.
They didn't have all this when I came there last time.
Yeah, it's nice.
We're gonna keep this nice and dry today.
All right.
Ready?
Yep. All lines on. I'm his assistant.
There.
What do you guys do on the next one?
I'm
1
a
hour.
millionaire.
1 hour?
Just a quick 1 hour. So, oh, that's right. You wanted to borrow my battery charger, didn't you?
Oh, your Ryobi one? Yeah.
Yeah, I charged mine back up and took the rest.
You, but you're leaving tonight, right? Well, then I'll wait till the weekend. I'll be back Friday.
I'll be back Friday too. I gotta head home from here when
That's the shuttle that moves them back and forth when they're done. Ferry. There's a lot of people on that one.
From Canada's side.
There's a ton of people on there.
So they don't stop here.
All right, folks, we're now still in the dock. We want to thank you for coming out with us today. Hope you enjoyed your Two Nations tour. This is your boat, Castle.
1 hour after this one.
That's Doug and Harry and me today. We appreciate it.
Your dad must know we're here.
Where's you going, Alex? They just remain on board.
Hello.
We'll be over there shortly. Hey, what's going on, Boat Castle? Don't forget all your personal belongings, watch your stuff going downstairs.
Yeah, clear the mailbox
And
out,
I'll see you
face the
later.
bills,
Back to you
stuff the
today.
desk.
You okay?
Yeah.
No.
Last stop. Right over there. We're gonna dock up. Dock up and get off. And we're heading to Old Forge in Rondex. What time is it now?
Saying some of them were the smallest islands. These are small damn islands.
Yeah, with that one house on it.
Yeah. 230.
2:30?
230. So we'll go up to Old Forge, get us something to eat.
Alright, folks, so you still on board? I'll show up right across the river. Might relax, enjoy your journey. Now we do this when we get to the other side, same thing. Please remain seated. Still dock on the inside.
Yeah, get videos of that since we use water.
Going on with me. Somebody taking a minute too.
He ain't fooling nobody, buddy.
So sit back, enjoy your journey.
Vodka popsicle. We got a deer on top of that.
I know, I seen that. So that's where we're gonna park, back over there. And then we're done.
Fenders out, you bumper spring. Attention here. Captain back on. You hold it here, we're going to tie you down.
Upstairs.
I think they're good.
Get us slung into
You
the
are all
car.
secure.
Nah, wasn't that bad.
Alright, folks, and that's
Very
good.
smooth.
Thank you for coming out with us today. Hope you enjoyed your tour.
Very professional.
Please come back and see us again. If anybody's hungry, it's a great restaurant right across the way here.
Watch your step on the way out.
Thank you. Okay, bud.
Justin bumped the dock like that, did you?
Oh no, that guy did good. It wasn't Justin. Justin let the other guy dock it. And that was great. Very
Taught him how to do it.
Yeah, he did good. Sure you walked the dog over there again?
We can pull over there and then walk him. I can go right through here.
You want to pull over there?
Unless you want to just walk him, it don't matter.
You can pull over there. I'll walk him.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. Gotta go pee-pee? You probably do. Okay, come right through here. This way. Hello. big small one.
You have to put him on a leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do this though
nice.
while I do this?
Yeah. Some flowing water coming down this mountain. It's motion in the vehicle.
Good thing you got that quick. Motion in the
It
vehicle.
is, because he didn't touch nothing. He jumped up in the center console.
Yeah, he sat on there the whole time we were in the bathroom too. Looks like they have fires back there. They have fires.
799. Rusty out Chevrolet.
Yeah, it looks like it goes down in there. Big rock. Come on. Come here, boy.
April 1st to October 15, day limit 5 trout with no more than 2 trout over 12 inches.
October to March. Catch and release only. Come on, Levi.
Man, look at them timbers. I wonder if you can see from higher over there, up under the bridge. What do you think, Levi?
Somebody left a shirt. Somebody left a nice shirt.
I wonder what that was.
Looks like an old dam of some sort.
Old power thing.
Yeah. Water does flow over there. What you doing, Levi? What you doing, buddy? Don't want to fall in there. You get stuck. We go back. That's pretty.
Right here you can see down that way a little bit. Careful, Levi.
You ready to go? All right, let's go.